Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Right, I've got a beautiful baby bonnet for you today, and I don't have one to hand here, but I have taken a picture of one that I made earlier on. So I'm just going to go straight into the pattern. I just want to say what you will need is DK yarn, lightweight yarn, number 3, and a 4mm crochet hook. If you want to make the 0 to 3 months, it's exactly the same pattern, so it's a 4mm. But if you want to make the 3 to 6 months, go up a hook size to 5mm. Okay, let's begin. So the first thing you need to do, you can either chain 5 and work into the circle, or you can do a magic loop. I think I'll go ahead with the magic loop on this one. If you don't know how to do a magic loop, then I do have a video separately listed, but I'll show you how I do this. So grab the yarn here, put this one over to the back, put your hook under and grab that loop. Just hold everything there for a minute, and then you can drop this. That'll be your working yarn, and that'll be your yarn that we'll use later to tie it up. So I'm just going to go and just chain 3. That will act as my first double crochet. Just lift up just a tiny bit. Okay. Into the magic ring, or if you've made a loop, a chain of 5 and slip stitched into the chain that way. We want to do 12 double crochets into the ring. So yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and pull through 2. That's a double crochet. So yarn over, going again, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and pull through 2. So we now have 3 double crochets. We want 12 in total, and we will count that first chain 3. Okay, so go ahead and do that. And 12. Please do slow me down if I'm going too fast with the double crochets. This pattern is entirely double crochets, and then the last 3 rows are double crochet clusters together. So they are all double crochets. If you're not sure how to do that, then again I have a video for that as well. But I'll go as slow as I can, and if I'm still too fast, please do slow me down in the options, and you can put captions on as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's round 1 done. So grab the shorter tail and pull it and close it tight. You want to slip stitch into the 3rd chain. 1, 2 and 3. Okay. Now chain 3 and into the same stitch where you've just slip stitched it to there, go in again and do a double crochet. So you've got 2 double crochets now into that 1 stitch. What we want to do is go into each and every stitch here and do 2 double crochets all the way around, and you should end up with, oh, I do apologise, my ball's not playing ball. Just going round and round and in my vision. So 2 into every one, and you should end up with 24. I'm going at this speed because I assume you now know how to do a double crochet. But you can pause me at any time and catch up. Okay, we're to the last one here. Last 2 double crochets into there, and slip stitch to the top of the chain 3 to close that round, and that's round 2. What you want to do now is chain 3 again and go into the same stitch and increase there, so you've got 2 double crochets going into that stitch. And the next one, don't miss this little one here. Next one is just 1 double crochet. Then we're back to 2 into the next stitch and 1 into the next. So we're working to the extending the crown part of the bonnet. So 2 1 2 1 is your repeat. So chain 3 and 1 goes into there. Then next one is just 1, next stitch is 2 double crochets, next stitch is 1 2 1 2 1, and you want to do that all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, coming to the end, you should have the last one should be 1 double crochet, slip stitch to the top of the chain 3 and close off round 3. You should now have 36 double crochets going round. Okay, make sure you have 36. So you slip stitched and chain 3, go back into the same one again and do a double crochet. There's your increase. Now in the previous row we did 2 1 2 1 2 1. We're now going to do 2 1 1 2 1 1. So we've done the 2 into the next one, do 1 double crochet, into the next one, do 1 double crochet. Then we're back to the increase, so do 2 double crochets in the next one, then 1 into the next stitch, 1 into the next stitch, and then the increase, 2 into that one. So the pattern here is slip stitch, chain 3, do a double crochet in the same one, then 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 into the next stitch, 1 1 2. Do that all the way around and I'll meet you at the top. Okay, so we're coming to the end. I've got 2 chains remaining. I've just done my increase there, and we should have 2 double crochets on their own. So slip stitch to the top of the chain 3. For that round you should have 48 double crochets. Chain 3, go back into the same stitch again, and there's your increase. So previous row was 2 1 1 2 1 1. Now we are doing 2 double crochets, then 1 1 1. So we're increasing by, so we'll have 3 separate single double crochets and then a double, 3 and then a double. So we've done the increase here, so there's our double. We'll go into the next stitch and do 1 double crochet, into the next one, 1 double crochet, and into the third one, 1 double crochet. Then we are back to the increase, which is 2 double crochets together, and then back to 3 individual double crochets over the next 3 stitches. So that's your pattern now for this, and you want to go all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, we're coming to the end, and we'll have started our increase, so we'll have 3 individual double crochets left here, and then you want to slip stitch to the top of chain 3, and you should have on this round 60 double crochets. Now for 0 to 3 months it's 5 inches approximately. Okay, now what I suggest is that you can use a 5mm for the 3 to 6 months, but if you want to do the 3 to 6 months, go ahead and do another round of an increase. I'm going to stop at the 0 to 3 months, and what you need to do is again chain 3, do your increase, And the last one that we did was 3 double crochets individual, and then we did a double, then 3, then double. So go ahead, do your increase, but this time do 4 individual double crochets, then an increase, so 2 in the next one, 4 single crochets, double crochets, and then an increase in the next one. So that will bring the diameter out a bit more for you for the 3 to 6 months. So we will now carry on, and what we will do is, if we're stopping at the 0 to 3, we need to chain 3, and we do not go back into that one. We go to the next one, and we are just going to do 1 row of double crochet. Let me just check, chain 1 and okay, that's right. So this is a double crochet with no increase all the way around, and you should still have 60 stitches. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So after you've done your 1, 2, 3, 4 and your 5th row, your 6th row, there's no increase, okay? So this is for the 0 to 3. Go ahead and finish all of that. It will be 60 double crochets all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so we have 1 remaining here. 60 double crochets all the way around, slip stitch on top to the chain 3 and close off your work. The work is going to start automatically curving inwards. Okay, so now what we want to do is chain 1. We're now starting the cluster row, and flip your work over, and into the very same stitch go in and do a single crochet. Then you want to chain 1 and skip 1, and then go to the next one and do a single crochet. Chain 1, miss 1, go to the next one, single crochet. Chain 1, miss 1 and single crochet. And you want to do that all the way, but not all the way. You want to keep 5 stitches remaining at the back. So starting off with a single crochet. So we've chained 1, flipped our work, so we're working from inside out. Do a single crochet, chain 1, skip 1 and single crochet. So you're creating these little chain 1 spaces here that you can't quite see. So you want to do that all the way, but stop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you want to have 5 stitches remaining. You want to stop here. So go around and do that, and I'll meet you towards the end. So it's chain 1 and skip 1 and single crochet. Chain 1, skip 1 and single crochet. You go ahead and do that at your pace. I think I'll just stay on rather than say meet you there, because it'll happen quite quickly for me. You take your time, and if I'll get there before you, just pause me. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so yes, on the 5th, sorry, not missing 5, but on the 5th. So you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. We finished our single crochet on the end here. Okay, so that'll be the gap at the back. Right, what you want to do now is chain 3 and flip your work again, and go straight into that chain 3 space there and do 3 double crochets together. So the way that you would do that is yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over, go in again, pull up a loop and pull through 2, and yarn over, go in again, pull up a loop and pull through 2. Once you've got the 4 loops, pull through all 4, chain 1. Then you miss this single crochet and you're going to work into that space. So yarn over, after chaining 1, go into the next chain 1 space, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop and pull through 2, pull through all 4 and chain 1. So you want to do this 3 double crochet cluster together into each and every chain 1 space. Okay, you want to do that all the way around until you come back to the end here. Okay, so we've got 1 more space left here for our last cluster. Like so, chain 1, and then on top of this single crochet, we're placing a double crochet. Okay, that's how your work looks now. Now we chain 1, flip the work again, and do single crochet, chain 1, and move. What we want to do is work actually in between the spaces. Okay, so go straight in there and do a single crochet, chain 1, go straight into the 2, in between the 2, and single crochet. So we are now placing our single crochets, not skipping anything, we're just putting it between each and every cluster. Chain 1 and single crochet, single crochet, chain 1. Single crochet, chain 1. Coming towards the end, so okay, when you've come to the end, there's our last 2, put your single crochet there, chain 1, and on top of this chain 3, place your single crochet, chain 3, and flip your work. And we are now going to repeat this row that we've just done here, which is the 3 double crochet cluster row. So yarn over and go into, there's your single crochet, there's the chain 1 space, yarn over, go in, pull through 2, and you do that 3 times, pull through all 4 loops and chain 1. Then you miss your single crochet, yarn over, go into the space and do your 3 double crochet cluster again. Yeah, so go ahead and do that all the way to the end, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay guys, 1 cluster left. Chain 1, and you want to put your double crochet on top of that single crochet on the end there. Chain 1, we're going to do 2 more rows of this gorgeous cluster. So go into the very first stitch there and do a single crochet, chain 1, then place your next one, don't place it here, place it into the in between the clusters. Chain 1 into here, single crochet, chain 1 into here, and you want to do single crochet, chain 1, using the space between the clusters to do your single crochet. This is a really sweet pattern, and the other thing is it's you can change it up as well. This is 4mm, and the pattern that I've shown you is for a 0 to 3 months. You can use a bigger hook for the 3 to 6, like I said, and work an extra row of increase to get a bigger hat. And you can probably reduce it down as well. Just I don't have it to hand, but you can go onto Google information, and you can in the knitting patterns there, or the crochet patterns, there should be a chart for the actual circumference of the top of the hat. So for newborn, 0 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, etc. So you can carry on increasing until you get that diameter that you need, and then you just do in the 0 to 3 months, it's just one normal row, and then we went straight on to the pattern here. But you know, you could do 2 rows of no increase. So it depends on your baby really. So you can adapt. If you're obviously a bit more advanced, you can adapt the pattern how you wish. Okay, so that was the last one. Chain 1, and then do a single crochet on top of that, chain 3, and then chain 3, and we are doing a very final row of exactly the same row of the clusters. So once you chain 3, go into the chain 1 space to do your first one. Pull through all 4, chain 1, and then go into the next chain 1 space, which should be sitting right on top of your previous cluster. Okay, so this is our final row now. So 1, 2 and 3. So go ahead and do the third one, and I'll meet you at the end and I'll show you how to do the ties and we are done. Okay, so when you get to here, you'll do your final double crochet here, and you've got your 3 rows done. What we want to do now is chain 1 and flip it again for one last time and do a single crochet row, starting with your single crochet here, chain 1, and then go in between the clusters like we normally do. Single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, all the way around to the end. Okay, and that is it with regards to the actual bonnet. And what we will do is now make the ties, and the ties are really simple as well. When you get to the last one, remember to put your single crochet in the top of that, chain 3 after you've chained your chained 1. When you get to here, this is the back way, but that's fine because we're going to come back one more row once we've done the chain. So you want to chain 40, Okay, once you've chained your 40, chained your 40, go into the second stitch here and put your hook through, pull it through there, and then pull it through there as well. That's a slip stitch. Go into the next one, pull your loop up and pull it through the one on the hook. Next chain, pull up the loop and pull it through the one on the hook. That's a slip stitch. We want to do a slip stitch little tie, because we don't want to do single crochets or anything else, because we don't want it to be too thick for the baby's neck, because you know it will just be uncomfortable. So you want to do that all the way to the end of the row, and just make sure that it's nice and neat as you can. Okay, you take your time with this and I'll meet you here. Okay, so I've come to the bottom of my chain. I have one stitch remaining there, slip stitch into that. Now you want to flip your work. Again, make sure that the right side of the clusters is on here, which it should be if you've been following through. Go into the very first one and do a single crochet. Chain one. That's right, and then go into the next. So we're doing, there's a single crochet and there's the space, there's a single crochet, there's the space. If you know how to do moss stitch, it's very similar to that. We've done the single crochet, and now we're going to put our chain one, but we're going to miss this bit here. We're going to go straight into the first chain space there, chain one, and go in between every single crochet, which should be a chain one space, to create this cute little extra edging on the end. So chain one and single crochet. The single crochet is placed in the chain one spaces from the previous row. Remember, you can slow me down at any point if I'm going a little bit too fast. Okay, so once we come to the end, which we are a few stitches away, there's my last one here, chain one, single crochet into the last one there, and from here we're going to do what we've just done on the opposite side, which is chain 40. So chain 40, like I showed you here, slip stitch into the second chain and slip stitch. So yeah, and then come all the way down, and I'll meet you here and I'll show you where to slip stitch into the last bit. Okay, so I've done that side as well, chained 40 and then slip stitched all the way to the end onto my very last stitch, and then all you want to do is just slip stitch. You can just slip stitch it into the first one here, or you can just put it next to here, it makes no difference. Slip stitch into there, chain one and cut your yarn, and here we have the bonnet. Now grab your needle and I'll show you how to tie your ends. Hopefully you should know, but if you don't, just grab your needle. Let me just pull it up a little bit. Okay, and because it's a single crochet row, you can just go in all the way, push the yarn through a little bit more, just wiggle it through, and then just go back again, and then back the opposite way. You just need 2 or 3 of these runs and the yarn will stay in. And then of course, if you did the chain 5, if you've got a bit of yarn, you can still tie that in. You don't really need to, or you can just snip it off with the chain 5. But as I've done the magic circle, I'll just go in here, make a little knot, and then just weave in a couple of times. And here we go. Here we have an adorable baby bonnet. I didn't do anything here on the back. I wanted to leave it soft. I thought the more chains you put on the more single crochets or slip stitches, if you want to, you can make it a bit more neater. But to be honest, I think it's turned out to be a very straight line anyway with the pattern. So here we are. Absolutely gorgeous. Baby bonnet. Trying to get you higher and higher as you can see. How pretty is this? I absolutely love this here. Now I like minimal patterns. I don't mind lacy bonnets if it's the weather for it. But this is just perfect. This is just a perfect hat. Now I think we live in, I don't know, maybe you might disagree, but I think bonnets are for boys and girls. I mean, the royals put their baby boys in bonnets here when they're born. I think they're absolutely cute on baby boys as well, but it's a matter of choice. So I've only done this in pink just so it's because it's a lovely colour, but it'll look absolutely lovely in white as well. Beautiful. Okay guys, that's enough length as well to tie a little bow around the ends. Hope you like this tutorial. It's been a bit of a long one. Baby items usually are, and I do stop and start to show you, otherwise I'll be here forever. So hope you like this tutorial. I will sort out the lights if it's only a little bit too dim for you. I am making this one on the evening, but yeah, have another close look. Absolutely beautiful. I've made this one now. I think I'll save it for a present. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your support. And can't say thanks enough. And yes, take care of yourselves. Please do share this one. If I do apologise in advance if I have gone a little bit fast, do slow me down and do try this one. This is 0 to 3 4mm crochet hook. If you want to make the 3 to 6, use a 5mm crochet hook and do one more round of increase, then do your last row before you do the three of the cluster stitches. Brilliant. Take care guys, and I'll see you soon.